Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion and today we are doing a style spotlight on the beautiful, wonderful, talented Drew Barrymore. Hello friends, sorry for the jump scare at the beginning of the video, but I wanted to come on here and give you guys a little disclaimer. So if you watched last week's video, you know that I had to do like a last minute thing because I pulled a video. It was Drew Barrymore. She decided to break union rules and continue with her talk show. If you don't know, writers and actors in Hollywood are on strike, as well as a lot of other workers in the US. Decided to continue with her talk show, going against union rules. When she was called out on it, she doubled down. Twitter was flaming her, etc. That's why I decided to pull the video. But recently, she decided that she will pause the talk show until the strikes are resolved or her team can meet the strike demands. So I wanted to post this video sort of in a lesson of forgiveness. Part of it was like, maybe I just throw the whole thing out, but I think cancel culture is a little stupid, and like, yes, she doubled down on it, but at the end of the day, she did make the choice to stand with workers. She's gonna pause her talk show until we can get this resolved. I think once someone like listens to people criticizing them, apologizes for it, and changes their behavior, I don't know what more we can ask for. So without further ado, please enjoy this Drew Barrymore video. This was a style spotlight subject that many of you guys requested. One thing about me is that I really don't like romantic comedies or romantic movies that much. It's just not my thing. And all of the romantic movies that I do like, ones that I absolutely love, the ones that I think are equal parts rom and com, romantic and comedy, because most of the time it's like 70% rom and 30% com, and I don't want that. And the ones that passed my test are all Drew Barrymore films. Music and Lyrics, Never Been Kissed, The Wedding Singer. I love these movies, and she has fabulous style. So if you like celebrity style and learning how to use your own closet to emulate celebrities, then definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel because I post videos every Thursday. And with that, let's get into it. So we're gonna start out with her early life. Drew Barrymore was born February 22nd, 1975 in Culver City, California. She is part of the Barrymore dynasty of actors, a family who can trace their acting lineage back to mid-19th century London. Her godparents are Steven Spielberg and Sophia Loren. She became emancipated from her parents at the age of 14. Barrymore's career began at 11 months when she appeared in a dog food commercial. And at 7 years old, she played the adorable Gertie in Spielberg's E.T. Throughout the 80s, she was in 7 productions and became the youngest host of Saturday Night Live. In the wake of her sudden stardom, Barrymore endured a notoriously troubled childhood. She was a regular at Studio 54 as a young girl, and nightlife and constant partying became a popular subject with the media. She was placed in rehab at 13 and spent 18 months in an institution. When she was 14, she was put back in rehab, and after a successful juvenile court petition for emancipation, she moved into her own apartment at the age of 15. In the 90s, Drew's rebellious life reflected on screen and in her grunge clothing. She is now the muse of 90s grunge Pinterest boards and TikTok videos, and has some pretty iconic looks. The early 90s continued her tumultuous streak and had a lot of film flops, but by the late 90s, she was reestablishing her image. She is in 2 of my favorite films of all time, which are Scream and The Wedding Singer. She plays a brief but iconic role in Scream, and she's actually on the cover, which is funny because she basically dies in the first scene. And The Wedding Singer, she plays the sweetest, just a classic Drew Barrymore character, like a sweet waitress who just wants love and is whimsical, and it's the best romantic comedy of all time. Adam Sandler is so hot in it. He is such a cutie. Oh, somebody kill me, please! And it like you will genuinely LOL, and it is also very romantic and sweet. I love their chemistry. After creating her own production company, Flower Films, she starred in another one of my favorite romantic comedies, Never Been Kissed. She became the face of Guess in 1993 and fronted a Miu Miu campaign 2 years later in 1995. She continued to slay in the 2000s with Charlie's Angels, 50 First Dates, Music and Lyrics, and so much more. In 2020, she started her own talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show, and in 2021, she launched Drew Magazine. She's been a cover girl since 2007 and now has her own beauty brand, Flower Beauty, a cruelty-free clean beauty line. She's also the godmother of Courtney Love's and Kurt Cobain's child, Frances Bean. So now we're gonna get into Drew's fashion. In the 90s, Drew Barrymore was known for a well-worn pair of boots and a battered leather jacket, as well as colorful cardigans and Vivienne Westwood heels. She had cherubic curls and daisy choker chains, and she tempered her goth aesthetic with cutesy touches. She's always had somewhat of a boho look, but recently for her talk show, she's definitely ramped it up with bright colors, menswear attire like blazers, wide leg trousers, and tweed, and a mix of high and low fashion, a disco-inspired 70s look, Diane von Furstenberg jumpsuits, vests, and necktie blouses, as well as lots of prints. In an interview with People magazine, Drew said, quote, "I grew up in tailoring houses, watching how people cut things and tailor them and change them according to what was appropriate for that decade, or what's better for that person's body type. It's an education that I live by." She went on to say, "Accessibility and affordability is everything to me. When I get to wear these elaborate, expensive outfits that could be from a suit to a big dress, they all go back the next day. I don't keep any of it." So in terms of getting the Drew Barrymore look, she has, again, this very iconic 90s era of grunge fashion, as well as sort of a boho meets business fashion going on now. For the grunge, whimsy goth sort of side of her fashion, you want to think deep plum tones, cool grays, slip dresses, beat-up jeans, leather jackets, crushed velvet, cardigans, lots of androgynous looks, crosses, and other whimsical accessories. She's a classic grunge icon, but she maintains her hippie, whimsical, gentle vibe, even in the grungiest of outfits. For her modern boho looks, she features a lot of suit sets and wide leg pants, like I said, as well as fun tops and vests, and it's a very maximalist take on academia. While maintaining a whimsical aspect to her clothing, she does office wear to the funnest degree. It's interesting how her look has changed since the 80s, but it's also, you can see the thread that ties it all together. There's a Drew aspect to her changing aesthetic throughout the years, and even though she does these more modern boho types now, you can sort of see her own personal style influences reflected in her modern looks that are still kind of like those remnants of that like grungy Drew Barrymore look. For her more like business type of looks and modern looks, she loves like botanical prints and just fun prints in general. Lots of like pussy bows and fun collars. She's very playful, and it's loose and it's baggy and it's comfortable. And that is pretty much the same for like her grungy looks as well. I mean, grunge is all about kind of androgyny and fashion, not fashion, and all of that. Lots of slip dresses, oversized denim, just worn in goods, and I feel like she still does that today, like that oversized look. It's just in a more boho officey vibe, but I feel like even in grunge she did boho vibes. I decided to do a 90s-ish Drew Barrymore look. She had quite short hair at the time, so I had my hair in a bun, plus my hair looks like shit today. But I'm wearing this purple cardigan over a slip dress. It is a bit see-through, so I had to button it just a little bit. And this is a child's necklace that I got from Savers or something. But I didn't know what kind of Drew Barrymore look I wanted to do, so I wanted to just like, while I was going through my script, I just thought, well, cardigans, slip dresses, let's put it on. And then I tried to do grungy makeup. I don't think it worked out. Yeah, I tried to do like purpley brown eyeshadow and then like a nudish brown lip. I don't know, you guys. Whatever. Drew's look can be so soft and feminine and whimsical, and it also can be really androgynous and edgy. She is really a lesson on not getting stuck in one aesthetic or look, but also maintaining a unique personal sense of style as you try out different fashions. When you see her outfits in them now, there's something about the outfits that make you feel like she genuinely picked it out herself, and it feels very true to her. She is also all about like thrifting and getting things secondhand and making things accessible and affordable, like she said in her People magazine interview. In general, like grungy things are very easy to find at thrift stores because you could just go into men's sections, and grunge style has been around for like 40 years now, so it's easy to find. Whereas her more modern stuff, I feel like is, I don't want to say like basic, but it's like very like fun office woman. And so I feel like you see those types of clothes at like Target a lot or places like that, in a good way, like not in a bad way. But that's all to say that I think these sorts of looks would be very easy to find, especially the oversized suit sets. You can go to thrift stores and you can go to like the men's section to get a more oversized look. Also with like her vests and wide leg trousers, thrift stores are great for that. And overall, I just find her style just, I love that it's such a personal sense of style. There's something so Drew about the clothes that she wears, and it's very endearing. So before we go, I want to leave you on this quote from Drew Barrymore from People magazine. Quote, "Don't get stuck. Do what works for you and your body and make your own rules. Because at the end of the day, if you're not comfortable, you're distracted, and you want to feel free and empowered." So there's that. How to dress like Drew Barrymore? Dress comfortable and in things that you feel good about yourself, and that is how Drew Barrymore dresses, no matter what the trends are. So that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and let me know down below who else you'd like me to cover for the style spotlights. I like doing these little videos for you guys and just researching into new people, different people. And if you like fashion in general, subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post content there often. And with that, have a happy day. Bye.